Once you have logged in as the admin or the advertising agency into Media Tracker Pro, you will be at the start page here. From here, you can navigate to the different sections of the program. By scrolling down, you will come to the newsletter option in the right menu. We will go into how to set up and send an HTML newsletter for your company to everyone on the mailing list, which is your other locations, stores, or franchisees who each have their own Media Tracker Pro program within your program. And that's who will be on your mailing list. As they register, they will automatically be placed in that mailing list, so you can then send them notifications of events, special happenings, anything from the marketing department that you wish to send to them. Once in the newsletter section, you'll see the tabs on the top menu here that indicate the different tasks you can perform within the program. You can create a new newsletter. You can delete a selected newsletter if you already have one in the list you've created. You can adjust your delivery schedule so it will deliver it at a time and date that you wish to have it delivered. You can look through your back newsletters that you have created in the past in the archive. You can check out your subscriber list, which is all those, again, stores, other locations, franchisees, etc., that have logged into Media Tracker Pro to use their own section of the program. And then, of course, the mailing list. So going into create a new newsletter, we want to go here to create the very first tab, go create newsletter. Once into this section, you will see that you have a lot of templates already in here, or you of course can create your own template. But just coming down the list, we can select different ones and we will see the preview of that template to the right. This gives you an idea of the different types of templates that are in here. So let's go with a template here. And once we've selected it, template 3, HTML, we see the preview. We can see it larger by clicking here, show larger preview. But if we like that template, we can go ahead and we continue to step 2. Now here's where you can design your newsletter from the template. Once into the create newsletter section, you can see it works very similar to Word. You have the many different options. And in the newsletter here that you're going to be creating, you replace, like here is a picture. And you could put your logo in here. Simply click it once. You'll see the squares. You could go right here to insert or edit this image. You select an image when you click this from your hard drive, and it'll place it right in here. Go over here to where the text is, and you can very easily just simply edit the text. Delete or backspace. And simply type in. And you can put, let's say, a date. Let's say it'll be April 2011 issue. And we'll have an issue. This will be our, let's say, our second newsletter we're sending out. So it's issue 2. Here, these templates come with an automatic menu that is for each section of the newsletter. So when the receiver receives this newsletter, they can simply click here if they see something of interest, and it scrolls down to that part of the newsletter that contains that article. So here, though, we have latest news. Simply, again, click once in there, backspace, and delete. And we can put in a title. Big sale for April. Then in here we would tell all about the sale. So we can just highlight if we'd like. And then when you start typing, and you of course would go on and on. I think you get the picture. Once you've changed the newsletter to what you'd like, you would save it down below. But let's go over a few of the features up here. Up in this top control section, you have your source, which is where we pulled in the newsletter from. You have to save it to a disk, so you can save it up here as well as below. You want a new page, you can add a page. If you want to preview what it's going to look like, you just simply click here. Here are the other templates. If I was in a section where we could highlight to cut, there would be cut feature, the same as Word. Copy, and you could paste or paste from, as plain text or paste from Word. You can print out your newsletter. You can spell check. You can undo or redo if you've already undid. Then we can find words possibly or phrases within the newsletter. So you have the different features, again, very similar to Word, that you can see right here. Roll over it. It tells you the purpose of this button. You can bold the text here, make it italic, underline, strike through, etc., etc. Numbered lists and order lists, block quotes, left justify, etc. You can add a internet hyperlink, so it goes to a website right here. So you simply type your words. Let's say we have click here. You could simply highlight this, click the hyperlink, and now it's asking you where to go. So the http:// you simply put www dot the website and click OK. Now this is a hyperlink. When you send it out, they can click and go to a page on your website or the main website. So once this is done, we go down here. This is fine as the default. This is the editor that we were just using. If you already have a newsletter, an HTML file, you can click this button, pull it from your computer by browsing your computer, or if you have it already on a website, then you could click here and put the website address of that newsletter page. You can send with a high priority, normal, or low priority when you send out your newsletters. Here we have parameters for the schedule. You can put in there, you'll send it manually. You'll send it to these different users of your, that signed up. And here's your calendar to indicate a sending date. So you can either schedule it to send on a certain date, or you leave it like this where it says newsletter is sent manually. And when you get down here at the bottom, you'll have save and send option, or you can just save the newsletter without sending it, so you can go back in and edit it further later. So here we have the match users, confirm subscription, or match users, general status active. You'd want just the active ones, I would think. And additionally down here, like the email that you want to be seen when you send out your newsletter. So it'd be, let's say I'll put in here dawn@mediatrackerpro.com, because I'd like them to know it's from Dawn at the company name. And here's the company name. And then reply to email. If I'd like it to be the same, I could simply copy and paste and have it respond to the same email address. Encoding, leave this as the default unless you are familiar and for some reason have a need to change this option. Here, below that, you can see here where you could be notified when sending starts. You'll receive an email, so you just simply check it. Report when sending is finished. You simply click here. And where you want it to email those notifications that it's starting or finished, and that would be to this address here, let's say. So then we would save and send, or just save the newsletter. And that's how easy it is to create a newsletter in Media Tracker Pro to send out about your marketing information, sales to your franchisees or your stores or other locations, all the people that are using the Media Tracker Pro individually across the country, around the world. This way you can keep them informed, up to date, on a regular basis, and look very professional doing it because you're sending out HTML emails. So I hope this has helped.